How's it going, everyone? Got quite a bit to talk about in this video. Major JRPG drops today, and it just got its launch trailer. We'll talk a bit about that. A Plague Tale Requiem gets a brand new trailer, a story trailer, so we'll talk briefly about that. And the Dualsense controller that I know a lot of you guys want to pick up, the God of War themed controller. As of recording this video, it is live for pre-order. We have a price point, so we'll talk that at the end of this video. But first up, The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero is out today, and the launch trailer has dropped. Now, as of recording this video, YouTube be capping a little bit, or I should say PlayStation's YouTube is be capping a little bit, because it says available now on PlayStation 4, but it looks like this game is doing the PC and Steam style release where the store page updates at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and that is when you can get the game. Like right here, I'm on the page right now, and it says there's an hour and 36 minutes left. By the time you guys are watching this video, the game is probably live. You know, I know a lot of people are picking up the game physically as well, because you do get some additional stuff buying the game physically, and you know, the Legend of Heroes titles, a couple of them have like jacked up in price, so you know, if you're a collector of sorts, like maybe getting a physical copy wouldn't be a bad idea. Most notably, Cold Steel 1 and 2, like the Relentless editions of those are like super expensive, but there were some publishing differences with those games as well, so you know, I'm not guaranteeing that this game is going to shoot up in price, but it very well may with the edition that you get physically. Nonetheless, the digital edition will be the same in price point. It's $49.99. You can't even pre-order it yet as of recording this video, so they're just like throwing it up at 1 p.m. and then that's when you can start buying the game. It is going to be a quick download, like I wouldn't expect too big of a download. However, the price point, I could see it being a bit of a push away. This is a PSP game at the end of the day. It's a lengthy PSP game, don't get me wrong. It's like a 40-hour game, and then if you want to do everything in the game, it's going to be a bit longer than that. And I talk very highly about the Legend of Heroes titles. You know, Trails of Cold Steel is one franchise I talk up on this channel, and now we finally have this Crossbell arc launching. You know, so it's a little bit more accessible. There was ways like fan translations and all that kind of stuff, but people just wanted to play the game as is and have it readily available. So this is quite nice. I know, you know, there's a lot of debate on how you should play the game. I just tell people to play Trails of Cold Steel just because, you know, visually that one is a lot more accessible than games that originated on the PSP, but yeah, your mileage may vary on that one, and a lot of people think it's criminal for me to say that, but nonetheless, very excited to check out Trails from Zero. It's been a long time coming for this one, and bear in mind that the game did initially come out like 13 years ago, something like that, like 12, 13 years ago, so it's been like a long time. North of a decade is when the original Trails of Zero came out, so yeah, keep your expectations in line from a technical standpoint, but do expect something that is incredibly engrossing from a narrative standpoint. That's really where Legend of Heroes shines. Narratively, the games are so strong. Twists and turns across the story, and a grandiose plot as well, with so many overarching plot points, themes, and everything in between. It's just a good time, so definitely go check that out. Alright, moving on from that, another trailer for a game that's coming out next month. A Plague Tale Requiem gets a brand new story trailer. Amicia and Hugo set out to find a mysterious island in hope of ending Hugo's curse. Of course, go play a Plague Tale Innocence if you haven't. It's a great game that's readily available cheap. There's a PlayStation 5 version for the game available as well that looks and runs really well. Plague Tale Requiem, the sequel to the critically acclaimed A Plague Tale Innocence by Asabo Studio and Focus Entertainment, just unveiled more narrative elements in a story trailer. As Amicia and Hugo set out to find a mysterious island in the hope of ending the curse which runs through Hugo's blood, they find themselves having to rely on help of the people they meet. Walking into foreign territory, the young Daruns are unlikely to make it alone, but how much trust can they place in strangers? The answer seems as uncertain as the island is beautiful and terrifying. Now, A Plague Tale Requiem is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PC, will be available through Xbox Game Pass on PC and Xbox, and it will be available even on the Nintendo Switch via cloud. So, I mean, if you want to play it on a cloud, like, obviously, might not be something for everyone, given how much I, you know, meme on PlayStation streaming, Nintendo Switch cloud streaming. I don't know if that's going to be up everyone's alley, but nonetheless, a game that I'm very much excited for, and one that, you know, when I think about the games coming out for the rest of the year, I'm very excited for A Plague Tale Requiem, but for some reason it just gets lost in the shuffle in my head sometimes, because like I'm excited for Gotham Knights, God of War, Sonic Frontiers, and A Plague Tale Requiem kinda is in like the midst of all of those games, and it's you know, kind of getting lost in the shuffle for me a little bit, but I'm sure by the time we get closer to October 18th, I'm going to be even more excited about it, and it's going to be a day one playthrough for me, and I know a lot of other people are super excited for it as well. And hey, the idea that it is, you know, a 15 to 18 hour long game, they're going for all killer, no filler, I am super down with that. I know some people, I saw some comments and they're like, you know, $60 is a steep price point to pay, that's why I like more content out of my game. That's fine. You know, you can play through Game Pass, you can wait for the game to get discounted, but these days, having a couple of games that get straight to the point and have a little bit more focused content, I can get down with that just because there's so many of these big games with so much content coming out that it's a nice change of pace, getting a game that is 15 to 18 hours in length. Lastly, I do want to note that the DualSense wireless controller, the God of War Ragnarok limited edition, is live right now. Kind of surprised that it is $75. I thought they were going to go for a little bit more of a price gouging. I don't know, bro. It's Sony, it's PlayStation. You see some of their prices. Their prices be wild sometimes. But yeah, the DualSense regularly is $69.99, which is already a pretty steep price point, but $75. I think the controller looks fantastic. You know, by the time you guys are watching this video, fingers crossed on it still being available, but they are limiting it to one person per order just because of the expectation that it is going to be in high demand, and I imagine that would be the case. But yeah, $75 to me seems like not a good price, but only a $5 bump from the regular DualSense controller, and the DualSense doesn't go on sale all that often from my recollection. So if you are looking for another controller to add, I don't know if this is going to be a case of people just buying this to keep the controller sealed rather than actually opening it up and using it as their primary controller, but you know, whatever you want to do, that pre-order is live right now. $75. Excited for God of War Ragnarok. Probably is it the biggest game for the rest of the year, like in terms of mainstream appeal and how many people are going to be playing it and excited for it. Probably. I mean, Modern Warfare 2 is probably gonna like sell better and do better from a commercial standpoint just because it's Call of Duty, it's Modern Warfare, it's available on all platforms, you guys get the idea. But God of War, in terms of, you know, big game single player titles as well, I probably would say that it is the most anticipated. But nonetheless, that is going to do it for me. Again, The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero gets a launch trailer. The game should be available 1 p.m. Eastern Time, $49.99 on that. Excited for it. It's a lengthier game. Just if you want to wait on a discount, bearing that this game is not going to blow you away from a visual and technical standpoint. I don't know. You guys know the deal with Legend of Heroes. You're getting into this game for an engrossing narrative, and I'm absolutely sure you're going to get that. A Plague Tale Requiem gets its story trailer, and the DualSense wireless controller God of War Ragnarok Limited Edition is available right now. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and as always, thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.